Picture this. It's 5:47 in the morning. You've been asleep for maybe 4 hours. Your alarm isn't supposed to go off for another 2 glorious hours, and then it happens. A single beam of sunlight, like a laser guided by the universe itself, cuts through your window blinds and lands directly on your eyelids. You're awake, you're angry, and there's nothing you can do about it. Or maybe you work nights. Maybe you're in a basement apartment with a window at street level where every passing car headlight turns your bedroom into a disco. Maybe you're trying to sleep in a shelter, a van, or just a regular bedroom with those useless curtains that might as well be made of tissue paper. Here's the truth. Light is the enemy of sleep. And if the sun thinks it's your alarm clock, it's time for revenge. Before we get started, check out the link in the description to download our ebook. Check out our merch, brand new Christmas stock. Use the discount code YouTube, link in the description. Now let's get back to the video. Today, we're going full blackout mode. I'm talking pitch black, cave-dwelling, vampire-approved darkness. And we're doing it with trash bags, cardboard, duct tape, and whatever else you've got lying around. Whether you're optimizing your sleep sanctuary or surviving in less than ideal conditions, this guide works for everyone. Let's kill the light. Before we start taping garbage bags to windows like we're prepping for a hurricane, we need to do reconnaissance. Walk around your room during the day and hunt down every single source of light pollution. And I mean every source. Obviously, windows are enemy number one, but don't stop there. Look for cracks under the door. Check for vents. Is there a smoke detector with a little green LED that blinks all night like a tiny rave? Does your alarm clock glow bright enough to guide ships to shore? What about that power strip with 6 different indicator lights? Here's a pro tip. Come back at night with all the lights off and let your eyes adjust. You'll be amazed at how much ambient light is sneaking in. Street lights, neighbors' porch lights, the moon itself. Honestly, that thing is brighter than you think. Make a mental or actual list. Windows, door gaps, electronics, vents, any weird architectural features that let light through. Once you know your enemy, you can destroy it. And listen, if you're in a survival or temporary situation, this assessment matters even more. You might be dealing with broken blinds, missing curtains, or windows that don't even close properly. No judgment. We're going to fix all of it. Now let's talk materials. The beautiful thing about blacking out a room is that you don't need to spend a dime if you don't want to. We're going full scavenger mode here. Trash bags are your best friend. Heavy-duty black garbage bags are ideal. But honestly, even the cheap ones work if you double them up. They're waterproof, they block light completely, and they make that satisfying crinkly sound when you unfold them. It's the sound of victory. Cardboard is number 2 on the list. Boxers from deliveries, old Amazon packaging, that weird flat cardboard from the back of a notebook. Cardboard is sturdy, easy to cut, and blocks light like a champ. Plus, it's free if you know where a dumpster is. Fabric and old clothes work too. Dark towels, blankets, old t-shirts you never wear. Black is best, but dark blue or brown will do the job. If you've got an old sheet that's seen better days, congratulations, it's now a blackout curtain. Tape, lots of tape. Duct tape is king, but packing tape, masking tape, even scotch tape in a pinch, you're going to use more than you think. If you're in a rental or care about your walls, painter's tape is your friend. It peels off clean. Other useful stuff, aluminum foil, which sounds weird but works great and reflects heat. Velcro strips if you want a semi-permanent solution. Thumbtacks or push pins if you're working with fabric. And if you're really in survival mode, dirt or mud can actually seal cracks. I'm not joking. People have done it. The point is, look around. You probably have everything you need already. All right, time to get to work. Let's start with the windows because that's where most of your light is coming from. If you're using trash bags, here's the move. Cut the bag open so it's one big sheet of plastic. Hold it up to the window and cut it slightly bigger than the frame. You want overlap? Now, starting at the top, use your tape to secure it flat against the wall around the window. Not just the edges of the glass. Go past the frame onto the wall itself. This is key. You're creating a light seal. Smooth out any wrinkles as you go and make sure you press the tape down hard. If you've got gaps, layer another bag over the top. 2 layers of trash bag will block even the most aggressive sunlight. For cardboard, measure your window, cut the cardboard to size, and wedge it into the frame if you can. If it fits snug, you might not even need tape. If it doesn't, tape the edges just like the trash bags. Cardboard is great because it's rigid and won't flap around if you've got a fan going. Fabric is a little trickier. If you've got a curtain rod, just hang your dark blanket or towel over it. If you don't, tape the top edge of the fabric to the wall above the window and let it drape down. You can use thumbtacks or push pins along the sides to keep it tight. Now, the door gap, this one's sneaky. Grab a towel, roll it up, and shove it along the bottom of the door. Boom, light blocked. If you want to get fancy, you can tape a trash bag or a piece of fabric over the entire door, but honestly, the towel usually does the trick. For vents, you've got options. If you can afford to block airflow temporarily, tape a piece of cardboard or a trash bag over it. If you need the airflow, cut a piece of dark fabric and tape it over the vent, loosely so air can still pass through, but light can't. And those annoying little LED lights on electronics. Black electrical tape, one small piece over each light, done. If you don't have electrical tape, a tiny square of duct tape works, or just unplug stuff. Revolutionary, I know. Okay, your room is dark, but let's take this to the next level. First, noise control. Darkness means nothing if a garbage truck wakes you up at 6 in the morning. If you're already using fabric or blankets on your windows, good news, they also dampen sound. If noise is a big issue, hang extra fabric on the walls or door. It's not soundproofing, but it helps. Earplugs are cheap and effective. Or if you've got a phone, white noise apps are free. The sound of rain, ocean waves, or even a fan can mask outside noise. I've slept through construction with a good white noise track. Now let's talk airflow. If you've sealed your windows and door, your room might get stuffy. Crack a window slightly if you can, just enough for air but not light, or run a small fan. If you're in a survival situation and it's hot, prioritize ventilation over total darkness. You can't sleep if you're sweating through your shirt. Temperature matters too. Your body sleeps better in a cooler environment. If you've blocked your windows with dark materials, they're also insulating your room, which is great in winter but rough in summer. Plan accordingly. Maybe leave a vent open or use a fan. Safety note: never block your smoke detector. Never block emergency exits. If you're in a basement or temporary shelter, make sure you can get out quickly if you need to. Darkness is great for sleep, but not at the expense of safety. And one more hack. If you're in a rental and can't put holes in the walls, use command strips or removable hooks to hang fabric. They hold surprisingly well and peel off clean when you leave. Time for the moment of truth. Close your door, turn off all the lights, and stand in the middle of your room. Let your eyes adjust for about 30 seconds. Can you see your hand in front of your face? If yes, you've got more work to do. Go back and find the light leak. It's probably a corner you didn't tape well or a gap you missed. If you can't see your hand, congratulations, you've achieved the void. This is the level of darkness humans are supposed to sleep in. This is what our ancestors experienced before Edison ruined everything. Do a test, sleep. Lie down during the day and see how it feels. It should be disorienting in the best way. Your brain won't know what time it is. That's the point. If you work nights or irregular hours, this is your new best friend. If you're dealing with insomnia or just want better sleep quality, this is going to change your life. And if you're in a survival scenario, this setup gives you control over your environment when everything else feels chaotic. A dark, quiet space is a psychological reset button. Let's talk about why this actually matters. Your brain produces a hormone called melatonin when it's dark. Melatonin makes you sleepy and helps you stay asleep. But here's the problem. Even small amounts of light can suppress melatonin production. That street light leaking through your curtains, it's messing with your brain chemistry. Your circadian rhythm, which is your body's internal clock, is controlled by light exposure. When light hits your eyes, your brain thinks it's time to wake up. When it's dark, your brain thinks it's time to sleep. It's that simple. Studies show that people who sleep in darker rooms get better quality sleep, fall asleep faster, and wake up feeling more rested. It's not just about blocking light for comfort. It's about working with your biology instead of against it. And in survival situations, good sleep isn't optional. It's how you stay sharp, make better decisions, and keep your immune system strong. A blacked-out sleeping space can be the difference between functioning and falling apart. So whether you're a night shift worker trying to sleep during the day, someone who just wants to optimize their rest, or someone making do in a less-than-ideal situation, darkness is your friend. You've now got the skills to black out any room with whatever you've got on hand: trash bags, cardboard, old towels, and some tape. That's it. No expensive blackout curtains, no fancy gadgets. Just you, some garbage, and a commitment to never letting the sun ruin your morning again. Sleep is a survival skill. Treat it like one. Now go forth, block out the world, and get the rest you deserve. And remember, if you can still see light, you're not done yet. The darkness is waiting. Embrace it. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you want more DIY survival hacks, everyday tips, and slightly unhinged advice for living better. Now turn off your screen, black out your room, and get some sleep. You've earned it.